Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. Today we are discussing the Grand Seiko Automatic SBGR099. The Big 99 is 42mm in stainless steel and it's a counterpoint to the recently filmed 101 that you might have seen on this channel. The timepiece is 42mm in stainless steel, blessed with a clean, balanced, immaculate dial in silver, a little bit more classical than the 101 with its black dial, but you can see it has the same stance on my wrist, 16 centimeters in circumference. The timepiece, big, no mistaking, one of the largest non-sporting Grand Seiko models you'll encounter. Lug-to-lug, it's 50.5mm if you include the end links of the bracelet. If you include just the ends of the lugs, the case dimensions, the watch is 47.8, 13.4mm thick. The timepiece has a 21mm lug spacing, which is on the high side for a Grand Seiko, giving it a massive appearance and a very modern planted stance on the wrist. The bracelet is a substantial piece, like the watch itself, a 42mm watch that looks a little bit sporting by virtue of its size alone. The bracelet too, a 3-link design that has some echoes of the Rolex Oyster sports bracelet. Satin finished on its tops, polished on its flanks. There's a little bit of a rounded bevel from the tops to the flanks, and you can see that there's staggered link size and alignment. Gaps on the underside to avoid pinching skin, pulling hair, or trapping wrist heat. And this being a Grand Seiko stainless steel timepiece, you can see that the individual removable links are fixed by screws. There's a half link on each side of the clasp so you can fine-tune the sizing, and then the clasp itself is a single fold deployment with twin trigger release. Appreciate the attention to detail here as the Grand Seiko logo features a satin base and then relieved and polished border and Grand Seiko logo. Nice. Turn it all over, you can see that the case is beautifully executed. In characteristic Grand Seiko fashion, you have a combination of curves and facets, satin elements, including the hoods of the lugs, and then that black polish that Grand Seiko likes to call Zaratsu, executed manually on a tin plate milling machine known in Switzerland and abroad, not as Zaratsu but as a Salas machine. It is nevertheless a purely artisanal process in any language, as you can see, optically smooth, distortion free, and yes, black, just like the screws in a Patek Philippe caliber. You get a hand finished watch with most of the hand finishing executed on the exterior. It also has a wonderful curvature to it, as its roughly banana shaped profile means it arcs around the wrist. So if your wrist is borderline, and I would consider about 14.5 centimeters circumference to be borderline, the watch is going to wrap around your wrist. It's going to look proportional and handsome. The bezel is minimalist, conical, and stepped up from the case band. The crown is a screw down unit. The watch is 100 meters water resistant, and the dial, let's give ourselves a bit more light here. Rather than the black gloss of the 101, the 099 features a silver sunburst. Black polished Dauphine-style hands. You could see each of the individual indices diamond polished and then hand applied, beautifully faceted. They twinkle like cut gems. And there's a silver sunburst at center that radiates outward. Applique Seiko and Grand Seiko logos, black on silver print for high contrast, and you can see a heat-blued, counterweighted Lancet-style seconds hand at center. Inside the case, Grand Seiko manufacture caliber 9S61, 33 joules adjusted to 6 positions rather than the standard chronometer 5. Automatic winding. It's a 4 Hz system, so 8 beats per second, 28,800 vibrations per hour. It does feature stop seconds and a generous power reserve of 72 hours. You can see it executed by Grand Seiko with what can't really be called Côte de Genève because we're not in Switzerland. We'll call them stripes with all screw heads polished. It's a good looking movement but basic. Most of the hand craftsmanship of this watch, unconventionally, is exterior. As you can see, a hand finished case and lots of it, as well as on the dial side. This is where the manual craftsmanship goes in most Grand Seiko timepieces. A tank tough 3-day power reserve, automatic manufacture movement, and a dial and a case to die for. See it and make it yours on the Watchbox.